What's going on, crypto millionaires? It's your man Crypto Millie here. Today we're going to look at this amazing project from Eclipsity. It's called USwap, and right now they're trying to build up liquidity by basically asking users to contribute their tokens, and in return you're going to get UME tokens as interest. So it's really cool way to make money with the tokens that you already have without giving them up per se. Okay, so this right here is the new pool that they have. It's kind of like the bankroll pool, kind of like the Sun pool, but with this right here is a new token. And this right here, this is a trusted team, Eclipsity. You know, they're the makers of Tron Chain, Cyber Chain, ETH Chain. You know, so shout out to Andreas and everybody over there working hard to bring us these amazing ways to multiply our crypto. So we definitely partnered up with them here at CryptoMillionaires.net. Definitely get back with the person sharing this video with you to join CryptoMillionaires.net, and you can unlock the passive earning secrets in the crypto space, just like you're seeing right now. All you do is come here, you pick a username, and you put your email in and your password, and you register. Okay, and then you get unlocked. And there's a bunch of different ways to multiply your crypto in here, but you know, we're talking about this USwap and this UME.finance program. So just go to UME.finance and you'll see this page that looks just like this. There's no referral links or anything like that, but I just want to bring this to you because look at this APY, y'all. This is crazy. It's 2,600% per year. So if we break out the calculator and we say 2,632 divided by 365, you're earning about 7% per day. Okay, so that's definitely pretty cool. Let's see, how exactly do you make money and get that 7%? Well, you want to pick a pool first. So right now, looks like the highest pool is the UME/KLV, which is the Clever token, which is the wallet that we like to use here at Crypto Millionaires. The Clever wallet, they have their own token. So let's go ahead and click on where it says Get LP Token. It's going to take us over to uswap.me. And here, what you want to do is add liquidity. So you want to add half of the token of UME and half of the token of Clever. As you can see, I already have a little bit of UME right now, but let's say you didn't have any and you needed to split the bag basically and say, hey, I have a bunch of Tron sitting here. I need to go ahead and stake this. You need to come over to the exchange, and we're going to start off with Tron. As you can see, I have 2,700 Tron. We're going to break that down since we got to half it, and we're not going to, of course, have the entire amount because we need to leave a little bit in the bank for the transaction fees and things like that. Let's just start off. Let's do 2,700 and let's just have that. So 2,700 divided by 2, and we're going to get 1,350. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to transform 1,350 of this Tron into KLV, and we're going to transform another 1,350 of this Tron into UME. And then we're going to put both of those in the staking pool, and we're going to start earning UME. And before we even do that, let's see what one UME is worth in Tron. So let me come back over here, Tron to UME. Let me just flip this over so that UME is on top. One UME token is worth about 3,500 Tron. So I have 0.18 UME tokens, which, I mean, I started off with like 0.5, and I've just been earning UME tokens this whole time. So what this right here means is one UME token being that is worth about 3,500 Tron. If we put 0.84, just do the max, we're almost at 3,000 Tron. So that's pretty good for starting off with just about half of that. I think I started off with like 2,000 or something like that. So getting back to the program, what we want to do is take this Tron that we have. Instead of putting the max amount, we're going to do 1,350, which is half of the amount that we want to stake, which is 2,700 total. We're going to do half this 1,350 in Clever. So let's go ahead and swap that out. Confirm swap. You're going to see this pop up like this if you're using Tron Link. I recommend doing this on desktop. It's a lot easier. If you're doing this on a mobile phone, it's going to be torture. So definitely do it on your desktop. Install Tron Link, and if you don't know how to import your Clever wallet, just let me know. But essentially, what you're doing is going here and importing your wallet from the account details. And you can go in there and actually import a wallet as long as you have the private key. So that way, like this wallet right here, this is the same wallet I have on my Clever, same wallet I have on various apps on my mobile phone. But when I come to the desktop, I'm able to interact with that same wallet using these programs here. Now, as you can see, this thing uses a lot of energy. I mean, that just zapped all the energy that I had, right? It's pretty crazy. So to get more energy, you can do something called Tron lending. So if you click on energy, it says borrow energy, or of course you can freeze Tron for more energy. It just depends on what mood I'm in. I might borrow energy. I might just freeze it. You know, if you freeze it, then you have to freeze it for at least 3 days. So that's Tron that you can't spend or touch for 3 days. And if you borrow energy, then you can actually borrow a high amount of Tron, and they just go ahead and put it into your energy. So I just want to show y'all what that looks like. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's borrow some energy. It's going to take you over to tronlending.org. So if you're not on your desktop and you ever need some energy for Tron, and if you don't know what energy is, that just powers your transactions and things. Okay, so you need a little bit of that. So let's say I'm going to I want to rent about 2,000 Tron for 7 days. Looks like it's going to cost me about 10 Tron to do that. So that's not bad. 2,000 Tron. I'm going to basically freeze that. They're going to freeze it to my account for 7 days. And it's only going to cost me 10 Tron, which is really, really good. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And let me make sure we got everything good here. Yep, and let's go ahead and pay that. Accept that. Let's go over here and look. And it usually takes a little while for this to pop up. It usually takes about a minute. And it says right here, your energy will arrive to your account in 1 minute. So it just has to get confirmed on the blockchain, which takes a little bit of time. And while we do that, let's hop back over here and let's see. So we still have 1350 to swap for UME. Now, since we already have, some UME right now, let's just go ahead and figure out the difference so that way we can keep it even. All right. So actually, we already have enough UME right now to go ahead and make this deal possible because we have more than 1350 worth of UME. If you didn't have 1350 worth of UME, so for example, watch this. If I put 1350 right here, it says I would get 0.37 UME. Well, I already have 0.37 UME, so we actually don't even have to swap that. Let's go back over to liquidity. We're going to add liquidity. Hold on a second. Let me go back over here to the pools. That way we can get that token because this is the token that we want. All right, so now it's going to say add liquidity. It's already got it set up with the right mix of UME. Clever. I'm going to do the max that I can. And actually, you know what? We can actually put a little bit more in there because I got some more UME. And we can top this bad boy off, and really get the maximum impact here. So let's see how much more we can do. What if I did the max right here? It says we need about 13,000 Clever. Let's go back over here and see how much that would take for me to get 13,000 Clever. 13,000 Clever. Let's see. And I already have 61, 65 minus 13. How much was it? 13. Hold on, let's go back a second. Come on, where's my tokens at? There we go. Get the LP token. It says we need 13 13, 8, 16. So let's go back over here. 13, 8, 16. So I need 7,651 to completely max this thing out. So let's go back over here, and we need 7651. So let's type that in, 7651. Don't quite have enough to max it all the way out because we only have 1435 and we need 1683. So let's see what 7,000 would do. No, let's see what 6,000 would do. 13, we have enough for that. So let's swap it out. So now I'm basically taking 1,300 Tron and I'm buying 6,000 Clever with that. Let's see about my energy over here. Did my energy ever show up? Where's my energy at? Well, if it did show up, it just zapped it right now. But the good thing about energy is that it does rebuild every 24 hours. So as you can see, it says 6 right now. When we come back in here in a few minutes, I'm gonna have more energy. And that's one of the things people are a lot of people are confused about when it comes to Tron is this whole energy thing and bandwidth thing. See, bandwidth is used for transactions, okay? And if you freeze Tron, then you don't have to pay the actual transaction fee because you have enough bandwidth. But energy is used when you're interacting with a smart contract, and that's basically a program that is on the blockchain, and it tells Tron where to go, what to do, etc. Okay, so let's scroll down here. Let's make sure I got the Clever in there. There it goes, right down there. About $70 worth of Clever token. All right, so let's hop back over here because I want to get this liquidity right, man. Add liquidity. All right, let's see. So we're not going to max this out. Let's go back here, get the token. I just like coming to this page fresh because it's fresh like that. All right, so I max out my Clever. I have enough UME to cover it. So let's hit supply. And again, the whole purpose of this is to supply equal parts UME token and equal parts Clever. However you got to do it, you can just come here and click on max and it'll tell you what the other side needs. Or you can just kind of do what I did, start it off with, just saying, hey, I have this much Tron, let me split it in half. And I know how much I need in UME and how much I need in Clever and just make it work. That's the hardest part of this whole thing. Everything else is easy. So I'm going to go ahead and supply this to the pool. You'll have two different transactions to accept. One is for the UME, one is for the Clever. Boom. All right. So now my Clever balance is gone. My UME is down to 0.1. And now we have created this token that is a UME/Clever. Pretty clever. All right. So let's hop back over here. And it now tells me that I have 9 LP tokens. That's a liquid pool token. That's a combination of UME and Clever together. All right. So let's go ahead and stake. Stake the max. Stake it, accept it, and see, it's cool how everything knows what's in this wallet over here. It's cool because you don't have to, sign in or do anything like that. As long as you approve the transactions, you still have full control over what happens to your funds, even though it's linked to this website. It's like having a card on file at a store, and you have to go in and actually say, okay, it's okay to charge the card, so they know how much your balance is. I didn't have a sign in, but I do have to put in my authorization for the transaction to go through. So it's transparency and it's still security at the same time. All right, so now we're going to sit back, and we're going to enjoy this 2,656, 7% per day gains. Which we were looking about $70. So let's look at 0.07 of $70. We're going to earn about $5 a day on this, which isn't too bad considering, not doing anything. And considering, like, what if I had $700 worth of token in here times 0.07. Of course, I could just add the 1. I mean the zero, the decimal place. That means that I'll be making $50 a day on this, which is really cool. I might actually come back in here and do that. But I got everything spread out and diversified. I don't put all my bags in one project because you never know. You never know with anything. Even though this is a highly trusted team, you never know. Something could go wrong, and you don't want to sit there with all your bags in one pot. Ever. That's the number one rule in crypto, right? All right, and as you can see, look, I already have some dividends or some interest gaining right here. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how much that's worth in Tron. Go to my exchange. I'm gonna put Tron up here at the top. Oh, actually UME at the top, Tron on the bottom. So right now I just earned about half a Tron by the time we were talking. All right, let's see. As you can see, the energy's going back up, and that's after we even used more of it. We used a ton more energy to interact with the smart contract after we did this, and now we're already back up. It's going back up. That's at 394. It's going to keep going up. In 24 hours, I'll have fully restored energy, fully restored bandwidth. So all that does is keep people from spamming the network. Okay, it costs you to do work on the network. It costs you a little bit of Tron to do work on the network, and that keeps hackers from expending all of their energy trying to, hack the system. All right, so that's what that's for, if you're ever wondering. I try to explain what energy is in every video, because sometimes when you try to do something, it doesn't go through, or it just stalls out, or it says some weird error. And if you go to your energy, I bet you're out of energy, especially when you interact with Forsage, which is another program that we have, which is good for another video. I try to keep my videos compartmentalized. Today we're talking about USwap and this UME token. All right, so we're going to stay talking about that. But as you can see, this thing keeps going up. This thing keeps going up, and UME looking like a very valuable token here. Let's see where we are now. We're almost at a full Tron. By the time we finish this video, we might actually be at a full Tron. So all you got to do is go to UME.finance and come in here, pick one of your pools. Let's say we were going to do the Sun pool. I would just click here where it says get LP token. That's the liquid pool token. And it would see, look, I already have a little bit of Sun right on in here. So it tells me I would need 0.009 UME to do business with this contract right here. And we can actually go ahead and do that. Now, see, the whole reason for providing, let me explain one more thing. The whole reason for providing liquidity is when we come here to the exchange, we are actually getting Sun tokens from somebody that's selling their Sun tokens, or somebody that has provided their Sun tokens to the liquidity pool. They don't just come out of thin air. All right, so for us to be able to come in here and say, I want to trade some of my Tron for Sun, we have to be able to get those tokens from somewhere. By you providing equal parts Sun and equal parts Tron or UME to the pool, it keeps things liquid, and it actually lends out in a way. Well, it doesn't lend out, it gives out these tokens that are in the pool. So it's all based on trust. For every token that you put in, there is a match on the other end of equal parts Tron. And that's what allows this whole thing to run really smooth. So if you know anything about Uniswap on Ethereum, it allows you to swap from one Ethereum token to the next. That's exactly what USwap is. It allows you to swap from one Tron token to the next. And you have to they have to have a liquid pool of tokens, though, to be able to swap to and from. But the cool thing about it is you don't lose any of your funds. Let's say I want to come in here and unstake. So I go to UME.finance. I go in here, I select this token right here. I say claim. Let me go ahead and withdraw all of my tokens. There's basically no impermanent loss, meaning I don't, even though they're supplied to the pool, I don't lose access to those tokens. I can withdraw them at any time. So that's just to let you know exactly how this thing works right here. I can go ahead and claim this right now if I wanted, but I don't want to expend any energy. I'll probably come in here and claim it in about a week, and just see. Actually, no, I'll give it about 3 days. I'll come back in here, claim this, see how much it would be in about 3 days with $5 a day. It's $15 worth of tokens. Split that down the middle. That's seven. So I'll probably go and buy $7 worth of Clever. Come back in here and stake it again. That way I'm earning compound interest. So I'm taking the interest that I'm gaining, coming back in here, supplying that interest back to the pool, and earning interest on that interest. So the first pool that I did was this one right here, and it actually ended. So they basically stopped providing interest on it because they raised their goal. So you do want to check it every now and then. You don't just want to leave it out here hanging. Yeah, let's go ahead and see where we are right now before we end. Didn't mean for this to be so long, but hopefully that was, helpful for some people to say, what's the whole purpose? Where's the money coming from? How are they providing interest and all that? It's in there we go. Look, we're almost at 2. Oh snap. Okay, but that was it, y'all. Go ahead and join us over at cryptomillionaires.net. If you found the site on your own, or if you're listening to this video, you can go to info or crypto.cryptomillionaires.net to join under Crypto Millie personally. Otherwise, get back with the person that showed you this video and get your UME tokens going, because these things are going for a hot dollar. Look at this. Just one token is worth 36. Look at this. It all went up. I made the price go up just by doing this video. Look at that. One UME token is worth 3,600 Tron right now. So, get your UME tokens, get them stacking, get your interest on them, and let's grow, y'all. Peace.